Hello?
Yo.
Yeah. Well, with that site, dreamhawk.com, I just usually, what I usually do is like Google like what type of symbol I'm looking for. So it could be like a gun or water or because when you go to sleep, and you have dreams, usually you could be, your dream talk to you in symbol form. So say, um, say you had a dream about like your car stopping, right, or something like that, or you had a dream about the police stopping you in your car, right? So
Mhm.
what you would do is basically you would go to look up what police represent in dream form, in symbol form, basically. And so that what it's gonna tell you is police represent judgment. Police represent um like authority or something like that, or authority in the outside world, or societal, uh, social judgment, or some shit like that. Don't say some shit like that. But then you would say, okay, so they stopped me in my car. And what does car mean? Car represents, the car represents how you move. What, how you get around. Telling me that I'm moving wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, or is they trying to warn me am I moving wrong? Or do I
So
feel?
the cop pulled you over.
Yeah. Or do
So
I
they saying they
feel?
judging how you moving. Oh, okay.
No. Well, it's not. It's not that they doing it. The thing is, your dreams are how you feel. So it's never really about anything outside. I mean, it's usually how you feel about the circumstance. So it could be totally disregarded. It could be you. It could be now you don't like you. All right. It could be all right. It could be like somebody. Let's say like somebody, one of your friends or whatever. Like one of your friends is moving weird, but you always with them, and they be on some hot shit, but you always with them, and just because you around them, automatically you can feel like you guilty by association, so you can pick up those vibrations in those ways, and that should affect you or whatever. So if it's a dream, if your dream come in simple form like that, then it may mean, damn, I need to, detach from this motherfucker before I manifest some shit, because dreams always manifest. Dreams are a lighter version of reality. So the things in your dreams, they're gonna manifest in some way, shape, or form, whether it's, mentally, physically, emotionally. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, another way you could look at that dream, let's say, somebody, let's say you are guilty about something. Like nobody, like, all right, let's say you had a girl to give you head or some shit, right? But you never told your girl.
Mhm.
Had that dream. So it would be the same thing. It would be your dream. Your dream will be telling you that you got some guilty feelings about this because you're manifesting police on how you move, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really just whatever situation. Your dreams always speak in symbol form close to the situation. So that's how you look up symbols. Now, as far as like symbols and sigils and seals, now seals are different. Seals are what you see on on like gas stations and shit, like in Coca-Cola and shit, and like now that's a seal. Like when you go to Sicko and you see the little triangle, or you go to
Yeah.
Shell and you see the little shell, that's a seal. You know what I'm saying? Those are seals. And there's another one called sigils, where they take a bunch of things and make certain things. But the reason why people use these things because it speaks to a higher level of reality for you. It speaks to a level of idea. What do you say?
No, somebody called Corey that was calling me. I was telling him on the phone.
Yeah, so the reason why people create these type of things, like McDonald's got the M, is because you can look at McDonald's and that McDonald's sign could speak to you 100 different ways. Some people see that and think French fries. Some people see that and think Big Mac. Some people see that and think ice cream, or a fucking McFlurry or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So what it does, it bypasses the conscious, because conscious is only what you see in front of you. So it bypasses the conscious and it speaks to the subconscious. So that's why people use seal. So to create a seal.
So seal is like seals is like basically the image, bro.
Yeah.
Like basically it's like something that can be drawn, basically.
Yeah, it's a symbol too, but it's more defined. It's called a seal. So.
Okay.
So
if it's like more visual, more like you can see it, basically. Because a symbol you can't really. Well, you can see a symbol, but it's not direct.
No, you can see a symbol, but everything is a symbol. Everything. That's
okay.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Now, everything is a symbol. The fucking ground is a symbol.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm looking at this fucking punching bag right now. That's a symbol.
Right. And that's a symbol. If you had a punching bag in your dream, and you look up in punching bag, that could represent, you might need to let off some steam. You might be uncomfortable, or you might be, just you would type in punching bag, look up punching bag, and it would say, you might have aggressive tendencies, and you might need to let out some steam, or it might be like, or alternative, it might be like you need to be a little bit more aggressive, but it depends on what you feel. That's the thing. That's how you interpret it, because you just got to trust your mind, and it depends on how you interpret the symbol for you to make it work for you. You get what I'm saying? Because all this, there's no rules to it. It's really just following your intuition and getting in tune more with your spirit to see what works for you and what doesn't work. If it works for you, then that means something you need to keep doing. If it don't work for you, then you can try something else. But as long as it's working for you, then that's something that works. Now, symbols work for me because, they help me hold on to the energy. So say you have a raw-ass thought, right? You got a raw-ass thought or a raw-ass vision that comes to your head, right? So you got a raw-ass vision that's coming to your head, and that vision was you on the beach.
Yeah.
On the beach, counting money in a hole, and you had on some swim trunks or whatever. Well, let's just say this. Actually. Let's just say you had a dream about you about to go get some swim trunks from Target or whatever, but you never made it to the beach, but you felt in the dream like, damn, you finna relax. You just knew you had that inner feeling like, damn, when I get to the beach, I'm finna relax.
It's gonna be busted, it's gonna be chilling,
Yeah, I ain't got no worries in this dream. So what you do is wake up. When you wake up, you go get the swim trunks. So you start making a spiritual investment. That does the energy for you as a symbol, because it's not utilizing your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is bypassing your conscious mind, so you hold on to that as a symbol to speak to your subconscious mind as, I want to manifest this. Instead of saying, I want to manifest this all day, that will be a symbol of it working for you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So basically, like how I think, so I'll put it in this form. So basically, like how I want like a fucking let's see, I want a fucking Audi, right? The car, right? So if I was to go
Right.
get a modified car like that, a small little car, put it on the shelf, look at it every day. That's just telling my subconscious mind that, you know what I'm saying, that's the car that I want.
Yeah, because you holding on to the energy. Go get the small car, you know what I'm saying, and do your visualizations, you know. You get the symbol and you program the intent of it. So before you even get the car, you know what I'm saying, you can visualize yourself in the car, how it feels, how it smells. The thing about visualization, I wanted to throw this in, people got visualization all wrong. Visualization is not actually seeing the thing in your mind. It's about perceiving the thing. So it's about perceiving. Now, perception is a different type of seeing. Perception is like when you go to sleep and this shit feels real. Like, it's not about trying to create the feeling of it. It's about putting yourself
making the feeling feel real. Cause what I got out of it, what I got out of listening to one of these videos, Abundant Panic, is he was saying like put yourself as in like the feeling of getting the check, so not you visualizing the check. You feel what I'm saying? The feeling of you already got the check, you already partying the shit from the check. You feel me?
Right. Exactly. That's how you hold on to the energy, because your subconscious mind don't know the difference. It just takes suggestions. But the thing is, the more you convince it, the more you are able to develop your that muscle or that memory muscle.
What you be about convincing though? Like the more I do the work for it, the more I do the
That's it. The more you do it, the more it's going, because you're gonna start getting shit. You're gonna be like, damn, this shit working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm doing is working. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and sometimes that effect could be light, and sometimes that effect could start fucking your ego up, because sometimes you can do it so to the point where you be like, damn, I just did that, and your ego will start panicking.
Fuck it all up, yeah.
You know. Yeah, but that's what you want to do. You want to be able to bypass the ego, because the ego always gonna tell you they don't understand, because it's not supposed to understand. That's the job of the ego. The ego can't survive in the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why your dreams, you don't have control over your dreams, because your dreams aren't. Your ego can't operate in that realm. Now you can be conscious in your dreams. But sometimes you can control the dream. You know what I'm saying? If you practice that, like as far as like where you want to go and what you want to see and shit. But I don't really think that's necessary, me personally. But it might work for somebody else.
Yeah.
I just know that you gotta influence the subconscious mind and believe what you want to do, and that's just about doing your spiritual work. The more you do, the more you're going to get out of it. So like I said.
So you remember I told you, folks, that I don't be remembering my dreams, G?
Yeah, the thing is about dreams is they are, you know, they go real fast. So the thing is, the main thing in dreams, how it's going to help you, is you want to try to remember the symbols in the dream, and you want to remember how you felt in the dream. Those are the two main things. What did you see, and how did you feel? You know what I'm saying? And when you wake up, don't grab your phone, don't grab nothing. Wait like 15 to 30 minutes and just meditate right there. If you gotta set it to before a little earlier, before you gotta get up and do something. You know, make sure you give yourself 15 to 30 minutes just to sit there and if your dream, and be like, and say to yourself, if my dream was of any importance, then I'll remember. You know what I'm saying? And if it comes to you, write it down. You know what I'm saying? Then when you get time, you know, go back in and look in and with some symbols and be like, you know, what are you trying to tell me? What are the angels trying to tell me? Because the thing is about dreams is like, if the thing is, they don't give it to you if you want it. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna give it to you if you want it. You know, it's just about, you know, that. And also, you know, me personally, I know y'all be smoking and shit, but like, it's a you know, you can do things like before you go to sleep, get you an oil diffuser. Put peppermint in your oil diffuser because that raises the vibration of the room before you go to sleep. Or something
Peppermint.
Like yeah, get peppermint.
You know what's crazy, folks? Damn, you know what's crazy? We just came back from her Mother's Day, like her family Mother's Day shit, and her auntie gave her a peppermint tree, so.
Yeah, like even put that under your pillow. You know what I'm saying? But that raises your vibration or whatever. But yeah, before you go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? You know, just, you know, be, you know, and the more you practice, the more it's gonna get better for you. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what the problem
I don't
is.
remember,
Probably because I smoke before I go to sleep, G.
I don't remember all my dreams and shit, but you know what I'm saying? But the ones I do, you know what I'm saying? Some of them I decode, some of them I get them right there, some of them I get a little later than that. You know what I'm saying? It's all about. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that was mainly it though, bro. But you got any more questions and shit?
Nah, the only thing I was gonna ask you about was the fucking. He was he said something about. What did he say?
See, the thing is, let me just add this. The thing is about doing the altar work, and the altar is like
the altar, so
that's just building up. That's just building up around you. Okay, so an altar is basically somewhere you go for spiritual worship, right? And an altar, because you know churches got altars and shit and all that. So altars is just to go for spiritual worship. Now, the things that are on your spirit are going to be based off what you resonate and what you want. So, like you said, if you feel like a Audi is what your spirit wants, you know what I'm saying? If you feel you see yourself happy in that car, you see yourself high spirited, you see yourself being able to give more, you see yourself all that, then yeah, you get to you put that on your altar and you come and like I said, program it with your intent, sit it there and leave it there. You know what I'm saying? And do that with all the symbols and all everything you get. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically y'all give me a little spot that I want to put everything that
hey, Ray.
all my energy to.
Yeah, and that's what an altar is. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, you can put certain, like I got certain.
Look at Ray.
Right.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Cool. I wanted to ask you about the deities and the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he was saying like Hotet and all of that. Like I don't even know who that is. So you feel me? But I know what he was saying. You feel me? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to do my research about it. So
now deities are the same thing as symbols. As a symbol, bro. Like that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to get you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Like everything is a symbol. A deity or a god. There's just something that gain a symbol that gain a certain amount of energy. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you know when a symbol is like? You know what I'm saying? How you know when a symbol is hidden?
It's resonating with you.
It's trying to talk to you, folks. Yeah, dude.
I mean, it's something that catches your eye, bro. Like it's something that's you gonna know it, G. You gonna know it. It's just like you just gotta be aware of it. Like at this point, you know, you gotta be open to it. And now that you know that that's how it's come. It's gonna start coming to you. You feel me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna ask your spirit. You're gonna ask your spirit what it is, and then it's gonna give it to you, bro. Like. Don't give it to you, but you know, it's a real thing. You know, 5 is a number. You know, 5 is the number of change. You know, transformation. It's a lot of meaning behind the number 5. But you know, the thing is, you know, like I said, you want to let spirit talk to you because everything. You know, it's not like you finna be in a house
letting everything, I got to decode this symbol. I got to decode this symbol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to go too far, like, you know what I'm saying? Just everything that goes past. Like I said, if whatever you feel you resonate with, and whatever, and like if you felt you resonate with that, you know what I'm saying? 5 is a real number. 5 is a number of change, which isn't coincidence, because it was on top. I mean, like, we were just talking about this shit, so you got to change perspective and everything or whatever. So, yeah, bro. But yeah, that's what that is. Now, getting into the fucking deities and gods. Now, these niggas is nothing other than what we call symbols too, but the only thing that they got is energy signature behind it, and that's what kind of make them more, I guess.
What you mean by energy?
I'm gonna let you know what an energy signature is too. An energy signature is it's kind of like a thought form. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a thought form is. All right, so basically the flu has an energy signature, or a cold has an energy signature, or being horny the word horny has an energy signature, because they all have a certain mentality or mind frame or energy behind it. Whether it's if you tap into the energy of being horny, then that's what it is, even though it's biological or whatever. Or basically when actors take on the role of a character, they're playing out the energy signature of that character. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what an energy signature is. Like, if you have a, you know what I'm saying, so when I play CALEZ, or when CALEZ, when I get into my CALEZ mode, or as far as rapping, you know what I'm saying, I'm playing out a certain energy signature that, I'm building on and I'm creating. Now, deities and gods are the same thing. Like, so you would get a guy like Zeus or something like that. Now, the thing about Zeus is that we all know it ain't no nigga on earth named Zeus that's zapping niggas and got a motherfucking Triton and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And also we know it ain't no niggas like the Hulk. You know what I'm saying, on Earth. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, these characters like the Hulk, which I did a video on that, on how to decode symbols. I did a video on the Hulk, and I broke down what the Hulk meant, like, just for niggas that want to take a god, because the Hulk is basically the Hulk is the same thing as a god. There's no difference. Only thing a god is just somebody, something that has a higher form of living or intelligence or something like that. Anything could be made a god. You know what I'm saying? The reason why niggas worship Jesus, the reason why we worship Jesus is because everybody gave their energy to that energy signature, and it just became more embedded. Now it became more embedded in motherfuckers' minds. So if we worship toilet paper, that would have been a fucking god. You know what I'm saying? But since not, you know what I'm saying, the thing is, with energy signatures like the Hulk or something like that, you would, and since they not real, it's not no real guy named Hulk, you would see, okay, so what does the Hulk represent? Why is he green? You know what I'm saying? Or why is he always angry? You know what I'm saying? Or, you would do the same thing with Zeus. Why does he work with lightning? You know what I'm saying? Why does he, yada yada? Or you would do the same thing with any other guy you work with. You know what I'm saying? You will work with their characteristics and decode their characteristics so you can understand the energy signature that they play out. And what you would do is you would figure that out so you can know, and then you would implement that in your life in some way, shape, or form or fashion. You get what I'm saying? So you would, so that's how you become a God, or that's how you become the God that you're working with, or you become the God that energy that you're working with. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you work with the gods. That's one way to work with the gods, but that's my way. I know, you know what I'm saying? That works for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they be talking to me, you know, when I need them to, and they, you know, they work with them too. Anything that represents that, you know what I'm saying? Anything that represents that. And once you start training your mind on how to put things together, you know what I'm saying, as far as like symbols and shit, it'll start making sense, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, but it's practice, you know what I'm saying? Because at first, you know, when I got into it, it was just like, damn, like it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you can, you know, but like it's like I said, it's more so about letting the messages, the strongest messages, come to you. And like, because once you, if you're doing a certain thing and a message comes to you, you're gonna be like, damn, that makes sense with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you gonna be like, or you're gonna be like, you gonna ask yourself, because that's the same thing I did with the Hulk. Like, why do I keep, you know, thinking about the Hulk? Or why does like images of the Hulk keep playing? Or why does, you know, this thing keep coming to me? Maybe the spirit is trying to tell me something. Let me study this aspect. Let me look into it. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to get you more defined with that signature or whatever that is. You get what I'm saying? So so that's how you work with deities and gods and their energy.
So basically, deities can be anything too. Basically.
Yeah, deities could be anything too. The thing is about Earth, man, a lot of this shit don't mean anything. It's just we give all this meaning. So we agree. So a bird is not a bird. We just agree to call it a bird. You know what I'm saying? A bird is way more than just a bird. Like that don't even make sense. Like that's some shit we agreed to call it. You know, so we can just identify what it is. But a bird is way much more than just a fucking bird. You know what I'm saying? A human is way much more than just a human. You know what I'm saying? It just gets you in tune with that other realm of life. You know what I'm saying? That deeper realm and that deeper meaning of things. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and then once you figure that out, then your mind gonna take you to what you need to know, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what you need to know, what you need to study, what you need to practice or whatever. But like for me, symbols have been best basically, you know what I'm saying? Like a candle, you know, a candle got fire and earth, because the wax represents earth, you know, the fire represents transformation. That's what fire represents, transformation and expression, and so since it's burning the earth, that means it's transforming the earth. You get what I'm saying? Or it's transforming whatever intent you have behind that. And so you leave it, you set the candle intention and you let it burn. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at a candle all day. You let the candle do its own work. So that's how you let God and deities working. So we got a thing what our ego come back like, damn, is this working? Damn, is this working? Damn, is this working? And sometimes that's not good, because you start training your state of being to be in the place of I don't feel like it's working. I don't feel like it's working. So that's where you put in your state of being. So you just gotta be like, you know, that's why it's so important to study the science, because, or get into the science of things, just to aid your ego. You know what I'm saying? Just to aid your ego. Okay, this works because you know this. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's always gonna play a hate. It's always gonna be like, you know, it don't. But once you have a firm understanding of that, you know what I'm saying, you can ease up off of, you know, your ego a little bit, and you can ease up off your spirit a little bit, and what your spirit supposed to do, because everything is always working. It's always something operating outside of what we see consciously. It always is. That's what the subconscious mind is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't it, Pete? It's just like you in your house right now, and the world is working all around you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the subconscious mind works on the earth level. Now, it worked like that on different levels too. You know what I'm saying? It worked like that on different levels too, and higher realms of reality and higher frequencies and vibrations.
No, yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, you know, because he also worked with these deities, so you can also work with certain deities that you want to work with. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can just work with shit just because you want to, just to see what type of. No, you get some chips. You can work with certain deities and statues to see just to see like what they got to say or what information they hold, or you know what I'm saying. So that's
like you said, when you talk to them though, they talk to you in symbols though, right? So they don't.
Yeah,
you gotta like kind of decode it.
Yeah. Like, and it'll get easier over time.
So is it like right away, or is it like it's probably like you never know?
They're gonna talk to you through a form of a higher way of communication, because they're a higher form of intelligence. So, or you working with a higher form of intelligence, because you really using your higher mind to communicate with them. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a higher form of communicating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't talk to a dog like a human, because dogs don't communicate. You don't talk to any lower form of a human like a human. You know what I'm saying? You talk to them like a human, but you know they don't understand that. What they understand through symbols. They understand through symbols and emotions. So either you raise your hand, now get your ass back. You know what I'm saying? Or vibration, the vibration of the voice or sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they gonna talk. So that's how spirits talk to you, through a higher form. So it's gonna be a lighter form of vibration, a lighter form of symbol, a lighter form of sound. You know what I'm saying? And when I say sound, don't you know, it's not, you don't got to get lost in as far as like voices or, you know what I'm saying? But sound is anything. Sound can be feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where sound originates from. Sound originates from vibration. You know what I'm saying? And how you and sacred geometry and shit like that. And like, you know what I'm saying? That's where sound originates from. It's this video on YouTube where they you know, they put the salt down and they turn up the frequency and shit. And like the salt form to like geometry patterns and shit.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so yeah, go watch that when you get a chance.
What is it called?
So they put like salt and sound on YouTube or something like that. Salt and sound, or salt sound geometry, or sacred geometry, or some shit like that. But basically they put salt on this plate or whatever, and then they like mess with the frequency of the plate, and the salt start. It don't make no sense. I mean, it makes. I think it makes sounds, but it's like real subtle. It's like that. But they just messing with the frequency of it, and when they do that, the salt starts to change to like real like geometry. So that's how everything is created. So everything is sound. You know what I'm saying? But so when I'm saying when they communicate with you in sound, they communicate with you in vibration and just the flow of things and like how you feel and like, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But it's just a higher form of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
So, like you said, the altar is just putting putting your energy, everything you get and shit, everything you feel and shit, like, all right.
Yeah. All right. It's a dude on YouTube. I'm gonna send him too, because he do altar work and he be talking about altar work and deities and shit or whatever. And what you do with so altar, your house is an altar all the time. Like your home, anywhere you come to relax and be comfortable, like it's your temple, basically. It's your temple or whatever. That's your second temple. Your first temple is your body. And what you want your home to be, or you want your altar to be, is a reflection of how you feel inside. So, you know, me, like, I got deities at the front door. So when niggas come in, if you got bad energy, it's gonna kick that spirit ass. It's gonna make it leave.
Right.
You
So
know
what you put, just something that you think you feel like, you know what I'm saying, or you got something that's like
it could be whatever you feel like. What do you feel like gonna kick ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get nothing that you don't feel like gonna kick ass. If you feel like a dragon is gonna kick somebody's ass when they walk through your door. But the way I did it is, I think around the time I was watching Batman and Superman, and so I had a dream that these little badass kids, or these little badass children, were coming to my house on 48th Street, and so it was like these twins that kept popping up, or whatever, throughout the dream or whatever. And the kids was like, I think they was coming home from school, but kids represent. And they was coming home looking through my fridge and food and shit like that. And I think I went out in the front and was like, get the fuck out, or something like that. And they left immediately without saying anything or whatever. And so I was like, okay. I was like, this dream, I see a lot of symbols in this shit. I was like, the twins represent duality, the balance of negative and positive. And I was like, you know, cleaning your home of childlike shit, of immature shit, of an immature energy, of niggas that's just coming over your crib to yada yada. And yeah. And I programmed. I went out and got Batman and Superman. I programmed my intent into those two niggas. And I'm like, boom. You know what I'm saying? And I think around the time, why I did that is because I think we was Airbnb-ing and that house got broken into, or whatever. And so I think when we was out in Georgia for the second time, I think I did that because, you know, I didn't want to get broken into and shit. You know, like, yeah, nothing else ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else ever happened anymore. You know?
Yeah, so what you got, like a little battle Batman and fucking Superman?
Yeah, I got them on these little pillars. These little pillars that I found. Or whatever. So yeah, them niggas ain't for none. Them niggas ain't for none. So yeah. You know. And Batman, since he's the darkness, he's always in the dark, he represents the negative. And since Superman, he's always in the air and shit, and flying, he represents the positive. So, you get what I'm saying? You know, it's just all about knowing the symbols and knowing how to operate with them, and knowing, you know, knowing when to move. So you can when to move, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the spirits always talk to you, like they always gonna give you something, even if you're not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not looking for it, they always gonna come and give you some shit, whatever. It might not be day after day after day. I never had it like that, you know what I'm saying? But I have had moments where it was busting, you know what I'm saying? And I have moments where You know what I'm saying? I was just living regular ass life. But that's the flow of life, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. That's the law of rhythm, you know. That's that's the law of rhythm and shit or whatever. But ultimately, my other spirits, they always working because that's how I programmed them, and that's how we having it.
Bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we need some motherfucking Mortal Kombat characters.
Oh God, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look, exactly, bro. Like you get Shao Tsung, then nigga be snatching niggas' souls and shit. You know what I'm saying? You get for real. You know what I'm saying? You get fucking Scorpions. You know he be pulling niggas heart out.
Get over here.
You know what I'm saying? He represents heavy transformation. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? All based off what you want to do. You can go. Yeah. The mind has the mind has no limits. You know what I'm saying? The mind has no limits. It's all about what your spirit want to do. You know what I'm saying? What is your spirit telling you? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you want to tell, you know, you can use your magic how you want to. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if you get negative results from that, then you can be like, all right, this some shit. Maybe I don't want to do. When you get positive results from that, you can you know what I'm saying, you be like, all right, maybe this shit I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, you know, for real. You know, start whatever you're passionate about. I'll say that, you know what I'm saying? If you're passionate about, you know, fucking bitches or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, or if you passionate about fucking bitches and you want to be the best fucker in the world. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a Shao Tsung, motherfucking a Shang Tsung. I keep saying Shao Tsung. Shang Tsung motherfucking statue. You know what I'm saying? You probably snatch a bitch soul every time you fuck her, you know what I'm saying? You think about Shang Tsung.
Hell no, you fucking.
You know, it's all about what you resonate with, but you know, the thing is about the story though. The story though is nothing. There's no limit, so you can do as bad as you want, you can do as good as you want, but at the end of the day, it's just depending on your heart. Like, is your heart gonna be able to take what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? So if your heart not being able to take all the bad shit you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Then you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I do bad shit all the time, but my heart is in the right place. So it might not be in alignment with the world's views. You know what I'm saying? But I do good shit too. So, you know, I'm balanced. And that's what it's about, balance. It's about balance.
Well, all right, I'm busting in 2K, so I'm going to call you in a little bit.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, bro.